Consider the following statement about the average fixed cost of a firm 1 and 4 number. Its slope is always negative. 4 number elasticity with respect to output is equal to 1. In the year 2015 to 16, India has not been an importer of which of the following products? Only 2 number rice. Planning from below is known as decentralized planning, which is the required capital adequacy ratio for a new bank to apply for a license under the draft guidelines of RBI. 12%. Arrange the following crop insurance schemes 1, 2, 3, 4 in the chronological order of their launch. Comprehensive Crop Insurance Scheme, National Agriculture Insurance Scheme, Modified National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Balance of payment on capital account does not include net income transfers. Which of the following statements is correct about Ujwa's theorem? All of the above. The technical progress is Herod neutral only. The growth rate of output per worker, consumption per worker, and capital per worker are equal and constant over time. The price elasticity of a linear supply curve through the origin is unity. Opportunity cost theorem assumes that none of the above. Labor is homogeneous. Labor is the only factor of production. Cost of commodity is equal to labor cost only. Which of the following statements about rational expectations is false? It implies that unexpected changes in demand have long lasting effect on both unemployment and price level. Consider the following statements in the context of the new trade theory. Answer 1, 3, and 4 number. It explains why countries trade in similar goods. 3 number. It assumes that trade takes place in monopolistic conditions. 4 number. It exploits the economies of scale in production. Who among the following has been awarded the Nobel Prize in Economics for analysis of markets with asymmetric information? George Akerlof. Intellectual property rights include all of the above: patents, copyrights, trademark. Which of the following statement is true for the Indian economy according to the World Bank figures for 2017? India is now the world's sixth biggest economy. According to the cash balance approach, the elasticity of demand for money is equal to 1. Which of the following is considered as the third stage in the Rostow's stages of economic growth model takeoff? Which amongst the following is correct for the Keynesian model? None of the above. It is supply determined, it ignores the money market, it assumes full employment of resources. None of the above. What is not true for the third stage of the theory of demographic transition? Population growth becomes zero. Devaluation will be more effective when only two number. International capital is not freely mobile. Which of the following concept economist pair is not correctly matched? Super multiplier J.M. Keynes. Technological dualism means prevalence of defined production functions in the advanced and traditional sectors in underdeveloped countries. Round tripping in international trade is a method to evade tax. According to Union Budget, which of the following fiscal deficit targets for 2018 to 19 is correct? 3.3% of the GDP. If K oblique LA greater than K oblique LV, then country A is capital abundant. Consider the following statements about the law of variable proportion. None of the above statement is correct. 1 number input ratio remains unchanged. Ultimately, the marginal and average product of variable input becomes negative. Effect of technological change is visible on output. Again, none of the above statement is correct. The original interpretation of balanced growth relates to large scale expansion of activities to overcome divergence between private and social benefits. An income tax will be progressive if marginal rate of tax is greater than average rate of tax. an increase in the level of government spending, other things being equal, will in the ISLM model increase the level of equilibrium income at all interest rate, shifting the IS curve right. Who is the author of the book I Do What I Do? Raghuramji Rajan. According to Schumpeter theory of development, which of the following statement is correct? None of the above are correct. Democracy enhances the efficiency of an economic system. None of the above are correct. Which of the following correctly describes the Musgrave and Thin's measure of tax progressivity? GA equal to where GA equal to Gini coefficient after tax, GB equal to Gini coefficient before tax, M equal to 1 minus GA oblique 1 minus GB. Who among the following said that money is a temporary abode of purchasing power? Milton Friedman. In a hypothetical economy, the rate of growth of nominal GDP is 15% per annum. The annual rate of growth of GDP deflator is 5%. If the population is growing at the rate of growth of 2% per annum, what will be the annual rate of growth of per capita real GDP? 8%. GST, which came into effect from 1st July 2017, has four tax slabs applicable to the commodities and services in India. Which of the following tax slabs are correct? 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. Which among the following is not an instrument of money market? Preference share. An economic reason of production consists of the negatively slowed portions of all isoquants. Mass list. N equal to PK, 2 number Keynes, M equal to PKT, 4 number DH Robertson, or P equal to KR oblique M, 1 number AC Pigu, M equal to KPY, 3 number Alfred Marshall. Arrange the following events in chronological order regarding Indian economy. 1423. 1 number first phase of nationalism of banks. 4 number establishment of Exim Bank in India. 2 number establishment of Narsimha Committee on the banking system. Or 3 number enactment of FEMA Act in India. Consider the following 1, 2 and 3 number fringe benefit tax, capital gain tax, securities transaction tax. Which of the above is a direct tax or taxes? Choose the correct answer from the codes given below 1, 2 and 3 number. Match list. Milton Friedman, 2 number capitalism and freedom. Joseph Schumpeter, 4 number capitalism, socialism and democracy. Karl Marx, 1 number Das Kapital. Thomas Piketty, 3 number capital in the 21st century. Which of the following is not included in the category of biofuels? Compressed natural gas. The public expenditure in India is classified as capital and revenue. Which of the following is a revenue expenditure? 1, 2 and 3 number. Subsidies, interest payments on public debt, wages and salaries. Global Competitiveness Report is released by which of the following organizations? World Economic Forum. Which of the following is not part of the Peacock-Weismann hypothesis? Announcement effect. What is true for neoclassical growth model? 1, 3 and 4 number. Rate of interest and profit are flexible. 3 number. Perfect competition prevails. Or 4 number. Capital and labor are substitutable. Which of the following is the appropriate measure of openness of the economy? Exports minus imports by GDP. Development expenditure of the central government does not include 4 number defense expenditure. The India conditions are applicable to a well-behaved production function. As per the SRS bulletin of September 2017, the estimated death rate for Kerala is 7.6, while for Bihar it is 6. From this data, which is the correct inference to draw? Aging of population in Kerala is faster than in Bihar. A rise in general price level may be caused by which among the following? 1, 3 number. 1 number, an increase in the money supply. 3 number, an increase in the effective demand. The farm loan waivers in India may give rise to the problem of moral hazard. The presumption that costly new knowledge would be undersupplied by the private sector is based on the essential characteristic of new knowledge. It is non-frivolous and non-excludable. Arrange the following states in descending order according to maternal mortality ratio MMR as per the Special Bulletin of SRS May 2018. 1 number Assam, 4 number Uttar Pradesh or 3 number Madhya Pradesh or 2 number Bihar. Which of the following is not an objective of marginal cost of funds based lending rate MCLR to enable the RBI to achieve the inflation target? The problem of adverse selection arises due to asymmetric information. To compute the index of sustainable economic welfare, which of the following corrections is are made in the value of GDP? Subtract the cost of environmental degradation. Which of the following is a true for Karl Marx theory of economic development? Mode of production changes independently. In the context of transformation of aspirational districts program, consider the following statements. 1 number, 2 number and 3 number. 1 number হচ্ছে গিয়ে there are 115 districts in this program. The core strategy of this program is convergence, collaboration and competition. There are 49 key performance indicators to measure the progress of the districts. In the basis neoclassical growth model, where does the growth equilibrium occur? Where investment per worker is equal to its saving per worker. T.W. Schwartz has given following ratios in relation to education for economic growth, education labor, education income, and education investment ratio. Which of the following act as an instrument to help in the borrowing by the government? Only 4 number SLR. Consider the following statements. 2 number হচ্ছে গিয়ে minimum support price MSP for grade a paddy is always higher than that of the common paddy. On which of the following do Keynesians and monetarists agree? The demand for money is interest elastic. Which one of the statement about Pareto optimality is incorrect? Consumers have cardinal utility functions. Which of the following will result in the crowding effect in the economy? So, 1, 3 and 4 number. 1 number public borrowings to finance spending of on infrastructure. 3 number public borrowings to finance spending on health and education. Or 4 number public borrowings to finance spending on skill development. Which of the following statements is correct about normal profit? It is earned in both the long period and the short period. The concept of universal banking in India was recommended by which of the following committee? R.H. Khan Committee. Consider the following diagram and the statements. Income O, H হচ্ছে গিয়ে savings, saving, both 1 and 2 number. Saving is positively related to income. Marginal propensity to save is positive but less than 1. In an economy with a linear homogeneous Cobb-Douglas production function, the share of capital and labor in total output are respectively 40% and 60%. The capital stock and labor force are growing respectively at 8% and 3% per annum. If the rate of growth of output is recorded as 7% per annum, then the rate of growth of total factor productivity will be 2%. Which of the following is not a macroeconomic challenge before Indian economy as of now? High imports of gold. Which of the following are the objectives of the Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices CACP? All of the above. 1 number to ensure meaningful real income levels to the farmers. 2 number to stabilize agricultural prices to protect the interest of the consumers. According to neoclassical economists, real business cycle are the result of which of the following? 1 and 2 number innovations or bad weather. Who among the following economists treated nature to be niggardly? 2 number হচ্ছে গিয়ে David Ricardo, 4 number Thomas Robert Malthus. Why are indirect taxes are regressive? they are changed at the same rate for all income groups. According to Bent Henson, which among the following were treated as factors enhancing effective demand? One number হচ্ছে গিয়ে public expenditure, two number rising population. Match list. Absorptive capacity of capital, one number হচ্ছে গিয়ে এম কালেকি, টেকনোলজিক্যাল ডুয়ালিজম, ফোর নাম্বার বি হিগিন্স, ফিজিক্যাল কোয়ালিটি অফ লাইফ ইন্ডেক্স, থ্রি নাম্বার ডি মরিস or permissive and compulsive sequence of expanding industries, two number A.O. Hirschman. Historically, the terms of trade of the developing countries have been unfavorable due to the fact that when income in developed countries rises, demand for primary goods declines because income elasticity of demand for primary goods is low. The National Rural Health Mission was launched in the year 2005. If for the constant elasticity of substitution production function, the value of the substitution parameter is minus 1, the elasticity of substitution will be infinite. The statement too much money chasing too few goods is based on which of the following theoretical concepts? Quantity theory of money. Given below are two statements, one label as assertion A and the other label as reason R. Assertion হচ্ছে in an oligopolistic market there is price rigidity, reason R. Rival firms match price decrease but no price increase. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Given below are two statements, reason assertion A হচ্ছে গিয়ে in the P. N. Rosenstein-Rodan model, the positive role of the indivisibilities in production has been analyzed. Reason R. Removal of indivisibilities leads to constant returns to scale in production. A is true but R is false. Assertion A. A progressive income tax is based on equi-marginal sacrifice. Reason R. Higher the income, lower will be the marginal utility of money for the taxpayer. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Assertion A হচ্ছে কি India is service sector driven economy. Reason R. Share of the service sector in total employment is highest. A is true, but R is false. Assertion A. Business cycle according to neoclassical economics are monetary in nature. Reason R. These are the result of the fall in the real wage rates. A is false but R is true. In the context of simultaneous equation econometric models, consider the following statements 1, 2, and 3 number. Both order and rank conditions for identification are to be satisfied before estimation. Order condition is necessary but not a sufficient condition of identification. Two stages least squares method is suitable for over identified equations. In a two variable regression, the correlation coefficient between dependent and independent variables y and x is 0.7. What is the percentage of variation in y explained by x? 49%. A series of index numbers is given as follows: year 2014, 2015, 2016, index number 100, 120, 126. If the base year is shifted to 2015, the value of index number in the year 2016 in the new series will be 105. By autocorrelation, we mean that the residuals of a regression models are not dependent. Consider the following statements about a time series of annual observations on scales of a farm for 10 years. 2 and 3 number. The series will have a secular trend. The series will have cyclical variations. Herod growth model is given as under ST equal to alpha YT, IT equal to beta YT minus 1, ST equal to IT. 0 less than alpha less than 1, beta greater than 0, where ST equal to saving, YT equal to income, IT equal to investment, T equal to time. In this model for economic growth, the condition for economic growth is beta by beta minus alpha greater than 1. A monopolist faces a linear demand curve P equal to 100 minus 4Q, while his cost function is C equal to 50 plus 20Q. The profit maximizing output for this monopolist is 10. A box contains 10 bulbs, 4 of which are defective. If 3 of the bulbs are drawn randomly without replacement, what is the probability that all 3 bulbs are defective? 1 by 30. If demand for a consumer is given by the function p equal 27 minus 3x minus x square, where x equal to quantity demanded, p equal to price, the consumer surplus at x equal to 3 is 31.5. Though two times series are individually non-stationary, the linear combination is stationary. This is an example of co-integration. For the diagram given below, which of the following is correct in terms of derivatives, x or y? dy by dx greater than 0, d square y by dx square less than 0. The price elasticity of demand for a good with the demand function q equal to kpr, where p is price, q is quantity demanded, and k and r are positive constants each r. Match list. Delphi method 4 number, forecasting, decay Fuller test 1 number, stationarity, Darwin Watson test 2 number, autocorrelation or student t test 3 number, testing significant of a regression coefficient. In regression analysis, if a quantitative variable has m categories, one can introduce only a minus 1 dummy variables. Match list. Hawkins-Simon conditions 3 number, input output analysis, Sadler point 1 number, theory of games or simplex method 4 number, linear programming or Khan-Tucker conditions 2 number, non-linear programming.